Hello, hello. What's up, guys? What's up, Jason? What's up, Jay? Master Chief, eFootball cuts out we all. So, Barry can no longer make more videos on when Vieira's coming out. He's milked that cow dry. Vieira's finally come out. And he does have long range tackle, which I think is what everyone was hoping he'd be. I honestly didn't think they'd give him long range tackle just because it feels like he already has it without it. What's up, Hussein? So, we'll have a look at the pack today and I'll see those coins I have saved up. Should I go into the pack or not? This is an insane card. We'll have to see. Hussein saying he thinks he's gonna spin. What's up, eFootball family? What's up, Morgs? Iverson. Told you Barry would be right someday. I mean, technically, yeah. You're gonna spin with 900 coins, okay. The crazy thing is you can feel long range tackle as well. Go in, 100% go in, bro, for sure. I mean, I've actually had the offer to try the cards out from 2 or 3 people, but I actually wasn't really that interested. I said, never mind, I don't really want to try them because I don't really like trying out defenders. So maybe I'll say to them I should try them out. Every free-to-play should leave this game and start a protest. Why would a company listen to the protests of the people who don't spend on the game? That doesn't really make sense. Doesn't make too much sense for them to listen to that. eFootball family, are you on PlayStation? Yeah. Did you let me on your account a while ago? I think actually. I believe you let me on your account about 2 or 3 months ago, didn't you? To be honest, one day pack looks mid. Yeah, I thought so a little bit too. How would I say your name? Shub. eFootball family, I probably will take you up on that then. Let me just look at the cards first. Yeah, we're getting a Suarez on Monday, but I don't like the look of him. Anyway, we won't worry about that for the moment. We'll focus on today. Okay, let me pull up the cards. So, SIE has Aerial Fort and Shadow Hunt. I think Aerial Fort is pretty much useless. I actually remember, I'm 99% sure I used the previous SIE with Aerial Fort and he lost a header to like Puskas or something in the 6-yard box. So, don't worry about Aerial Fort. Trust me, bro, skill. Same with like Fortress. It's like, it's irrelevant. Shadow Hunt though, I think I've only used it on Cannavaro and maybe Maldini, and I think I did notice it on Cannavaro. But I'm not the biggest fan of SIE. I've used them 3 or 4 different times. I'm not that impressed by the SIE in this game. I'm sick of the same cards, just slightly better. I mean, yeah, that's the way the game is. Like, that's the way it's always been. So you can't really complain, or sorry, like, you definitely can complain. But it's always been like that. So I'm not like, at the end of the day, even if they add new legends, it's gonna be the same thing, isn't it? Eventually, they're gonna be the same cards. But maybe it would be interesting if they would commit to like saying, all right, every 3 weeks or every season, these are the 3 new cards you get, like 3 brand new legends. If they kind of committed to a format instead of kind of going willy nilly, but they probably can't because they don't know you know, how often they can reliably get the new licenses. To be fair, Bobo, it's not like I'm very confident in saying trust me, bro, but I would say it's not needed. I never really complain about my centre backs in the air, to be honest, and I don't have varial sport or anything. What's up, Obi-Wan? What's up, Luke? Konami are selling Showtime skills at this point. Yeah. That's what I've been saying. That's what I said, Luke. When you were all going for these packs over the last year and a half, 2 years, I said, don't go for these. These aren't worth it. Wait another year or two. Then you'll be able to get massive upgrades on stats and Showtime skills. Is Visionary Pass a trust me bro skill? I guess that brings us into Vieira then. Is Visionary Pass a trust me bro skill? So Visionary Pass is supposed to boost your first time shot, pass, or touch of the person who receives the pass. So when Vieira passes to someone else, their touch will be better, their passes will be better, their shots will be better. I don't notice it for touches. Shut up, you hubris. Jeez. If I'm right, I'm right, Luke. You were saying I was right last week. What's up, T-Bones? Here, Risto, your joke must have been very bad because it didn't even come through on my chat. Auto Google mod must have cut it off. All I see is you saying sorry, bad joke. Tell Luke to stay humble, man. He wouldn't listen. What's up, Nez? Sorry, Visionary Pass. It kind of is a trust me bro skill. Maybe you'll notice it on your first time shots being improved, but you won't notice your first touches really being improved. In my opinion, in my opinion, the way first touches work in this game is it's very binary. Either you have a good first touch or a bad first touch. If you take two players that are supposed to have like good ball control, you won't notice a difference between like a good first touch player or a great first touch player, if that makes sense. Like, let's take Messi and he would be a top player but wouldn't be as good as Messi. Like, okay, Messi and Ousmane Dembele, I would say in game, like, you're not going to notice a first touch difference between them two, even though you should. Even though Messi should have a better first touch, they're just going to be the same. Oh yeah, accidentally like ruined your free to play account, Ian. Is that what you're saying? What's up, Gary? You cleared the pack. The first shot, first pass after receiving is overreacting. I wouldn't say I really noticed the first time pass. I did play a cross from a visionary pass into Carlos, who crossed it into Ibra, I think, in the last stream. But I don't know if it probably still would have worked without the visionary pass boost. Well, to be fair, Bobo, the most fun I've ever had with Visionary Pass was when I was using Visionary Pass De Bruyne into Haaland for the first time shots. I don't think it helped his first touches though. I think like improving Haaland's first touch, it's still going to be bad because he's like, there's two in my eyes. The way the game works is there's like two, maybe let's say three. There's like 3 tiers of first touch. Either you've got a terrible first touch, you're kind of clunky in the middle, or you've got a good first touch for the game. It's still not good. It's still not actually good. If that makes sense. Like, the biggest thing ball control does in this game is improve the speed your skill moves work. What's up, Notorious? What's up, Nez? I'm gonna look at the cards now. And then Taram has Fortress and Long Reach Tackle. And then I'll decide if I spin, but I probably won't because I already have 2 of these cards, so. Let's get eFootball Hub open. You cleared the pack, but no regrets. The new Haaland is the most complete card to be released for his player ID. Yeah, I kind of said that yesterday or whenever. Was it yesterday? It would have been, yeah. I said, like, this is the best Haaland's probably going to be. I still don't think he's going to be great in game, though, just because of the way the game is. But I wouldn't see, like, a better Haaland coming out. Yeah, John. Definitely. Okay, let's start with Mr. Marcel. Okay, I don't even know why I put loads of dexterity in. I don't know if like just an actual reason for that. Just decided to do it. I think I was trying to get balanced at 80. I think though you could just basically do this build with the aerial and the defending, and then mess around with the speed stats. Like, in my head, it makes sense for a defender to have a better top speed than a better short speed, like acceleration, because you're always going to be reacting as a defender, so you're always going to be a step behind, so you kind of need to catch up in the long term with the short term, if that makes sense. Do you still use that old Vieira Destroyer? I do, yeah. Yeah, that's a weird one, Dean. Messing up the free to play status. What's up, bros? What account am I on? I'm on my main account. They're also dodging this main pack so far, yeah. Okay, I would be interested in like seeing what that other build I had was. What was it? I swear I had a bit. Wait, what did I just have a minute ago with like 90? Did I not have one like 95 acceleration? Oh yeah, stealing. Yeah, it's because of the booster. Why does he get a +4? Is that right? Is he actually getting a +4? Let me check again. He is getting a +4. That's crazy. I wonder, does Shadow Hunt increase the acceleration? Is that how it works? That's how he looks crazy to me. What does the other ones look like? I seen Rails there say it doesn't look too much different, but I don't remember. When I look at the SIE, him having such high acceleration. When I looked at like this one. No, he kind of does actually, you're right. He does have a little bit more like acceleration. It's probably not worth an upgrade compared to that one. But I don't think people are opening. Sorry, I was looking at that. I don't think people are opening the pack for the SAE. It's pretty just sorry, yeah, Bobo, sorry. It's really just Vieira. I'd probably do something like this for the build. You've got a point left over as well. Hey Rock, is it worth getting Desai with 130 spins left? Probably not. Put in goalkeeper 1. Do we need an extra jumping? I mean, I don't know. We don't really need an extra passing either. Not gonna do anything. Does why isn't Shadow Hunt going up here? He got Vieira 900. Not bad, man. Not bad. Okay, let's look at Taram. Now, this guy is my favorite. I love this guy in this game. He used to be my most hated player. I didn't have him and I had to play against him. But now that I have one, he's my favorite. And I had a brief look at him earlier off stream. And I think he was still impressing me. Okay, and the reason I want to put a point into shooting and passing is because actually never mind, we'll do it through shutdown, which makes more sense to do it this way. I was gonna say 70 curl is more important for crossing than just having lost the pass. I mean, any complaints about this card? I don't think so. What's he got? Is it long reach tackle and fortress, isn't it? So fortress is largely irrelevant. Fortress is upgrading his tackling and his defensive awareness a little bit. Let me compare him to my Taram though. Because I doubt it's worth an upgrade. So this is my Taram. So my Taram has better dribbling, slightly worse passing, and doesn't have 70 curl on my build. Well, the new one does. Defensively, the stats are the same. Obviously, the new one has fortress. It's not going to make a difference. The defensive stats are the exact same, I'd say. Except the new one has long reach tackle, which should be a... it does have long reach tackle, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, yeah. It should be like a noticeable upgrade in terms of tackling. Speed-wise, they're basically the same, 94 and 95. Acceleration, 94 versus 92. Maybe you'll notice it, but not large. Jumping is basically the same. My one, old one's actually a tiny bit better. New one has 90 physical. Balance and stamina are pretty much the same. So in my eyes, you're just paying for long range tackle compared to this one. And I'm not paying. That's not worth it to me. 150 euro for long range tackle is not worth it for me. So that Taram isn't worth the upgrade. But that Taram that I have, in my opinion, is the best right back in the game. So any version of Taram is the best right back in the game, pretty much. So if you want the best right back in the game and you don't have any version of Taram, that would mean this one is probably your best bet if you want to get the right back. Okay, sorry, and then big boy Paddy has visionary pass and long reach tackle. Right, let me get my version up, and let's get the other Anchorman version up, which is this one, I believe. Yeah. I know a lot of people have that one. Okay, so Anchormans are very simple to build, realistically. You really just need defending stats, aerial strength. You don't even need it. You just need defensive stats, really. Okay dribbling, low pass at 80, and like around 80 speed. So if you just put 10 points into dribbling, he's already reaching all that pretty much. So we'll go like this. Get the physical nice and high. Okay, so how would I change this build? I'd probably take aerial strength down. We probably have too much into aerial strength there. Even if we just take 2 points off, it'll allow us to get a bit more into speed. And then if we do that as well with a booster, what booster would we want to put on here? Shutdown maybe? Yeah, shutdown. And passing, I guess. I don't know. Is that a good build? What are you guys thinking on the builds? Is that a good build, or is there better? I feel like most of you have this card already, based on the chat. I send you the explanation of Shadow Hunt by Amadeus on Discord. Alright, let me have a look. I think I've read it before though, so I should know it. So, Shadow Hunt. Yeah, I don't know. What's the long? It's a lot of text. Nez, what's the conclusion? Stats aren't the whole tell with Vieira. Of course. I'm here for you to persuade me not to spin. Well, I won't be spinning. So. Do you need 80 balance on an Anchorman? No, you don't. But I'd like to have it, because if we compare to my Anchorman, which is in the reserves at the moment. This is by Gilberto Silva. He doesn't have good balance, but he does have high type possession, so I would say 71 balance. Like it kind of feels like it's balancing, I guess. And we didn't put much dribbling into Vieira. Vieira has low defensive awareness, but I think all of his cards tend to have lower defensive awareness relative to the level of card he is. But stats wise, he looks pretty similar to my one, doesn't he? Like dribbling, my one's better. The new one has a lot more offensive awareness for some reason. Passing, my one's better. Shooting, the new one's better, and heading, it's quite a bit better on heading. So if you want to send them up for corners. Defensively, you could argue my one's better stats wise, just because his tackling's that much higher. But with the new one having long reach tackle, you'd have to give it to the new one. Speed wise, new one has better speed. My one has better acceleration. But the acceleration's the same, so new one's faster. New one's got better kicking power. New one's got much better jump. But I've never complained about my Vieira's jump. That's the weird thing. What's his jumping height? 275. My one is... Does my one not have any points into aerial strength? Oh, look, on my build I didn't put any points into aerial strength. Interesting. I wonder if I'd change that. I probably should get the physical contact a bit higher. This one has a jump height of 268 versus the new one having a jump height of 275. So it is bigger, yeah. So this new one's better in the air. But I don't know. I said this the last time. I said this when this Vieira came out. I don't think Vieira suits Anchorman. I think he definitely suits Destroyer. I prefer Anchorman. I think you should let Vieira free. Let him roam. You never spin, you're no fun. Bro, I done my spinning in the past. I know you're joking, but I done my spinning in the past. The matcha is clear of this Vieira. Prodigy, this is what I wanted to come to. I said this weeks ago, okay? And I'm gonna have to, I think it's true. Absolutely not worth it if you have the old one. Let me have a look at the old Vieira here and we'll see what the difference is. You're saying try 3 dribbling. Try 3 drib 12 8. So no passing? Twelve, 8, 4. What did we change? I don't really know what we changed there. What build did I have a minute ago? I think I like my one more. The match might be clear, but the pack that came in was worse. No, the match came with Messi. And someone else. Mbappe, which the Mbappe was kind of mid, yeah. Alright, we'll compare him to this one. Okay, so compared to this Vieira, does this one have a Showtime skill? Does anyone know? Stats-wise, they're pretty similar. The new one has a lot more jump, though, doesn't it? Yeah. And that has a lot more balance, actually, to be fair. But I would say it's not really value for money to upgrade from this one to this one, unless you don't have Desai and Thuram, and you don't have a top like defensive fullback. In my opinion, if people went to the company Varane pack, they should skip this one, especially if you have the other Anchorman Vieira. I would agree with the second half then, yeah. If you have the other Anchorman Vieira and you went into that Varane pack recently, yeah. Stats don't mean everything. Yeah, I hope you understand when I know stats don't mean everything, but that's kind of the point of like saying the old cards are still good. It's because we know the stats don't mean everything. So the stats are going to have to be very substantial on these type of cards to warrant an upgrade. Another fraud pack. Now this isn't a fraud pack. This isn't a fraud pack. This pack is a clearly good pack if you don't have these players already. What's up, Tiger? This is clearly a good pack if you don't have any of these players. It's more of a question if you've already spent on this game. Is this pack worth it? Anchorman is so clear. I prefer Destroyer on Vieira 100%. And I'm someone who always prefers Anchorman on players. but Vieira is an exception. Who do you think is the pick of the pack? I would say probably this Thuram. But again, Thuram, like if you have previous versions of any of these cards, like no, I don't think anything special has happened with this pack. Basically, like these cards are already we're already in the game in my eyes, in the sense that we already had a previous version of Thuram. I know it didn't have long reach tackle. We already had a Vieira. I know it didn't have long reach tackle, but I don't think it's going to change it too much. Arrow, if you want to do the Gerard thing, try it in my Discord. You'll be more likely to get people. Hopefully Big Toe. Also Nez, Big Toe is saying, looking at how they've done the packs and what is coming Monday, next big time, going to be Spain 2010. Sorry, next Thursday is going to be Spain 2010. Even the last Thuram had long reach tackle, did it? Ooh, is that this one though? Which one was that? It did. Yeah, so yeah, nothing new has come out like. And like I don't think Vieira can have long reach tackle, like, or in the sense that like this Vieira here already has, it feels like he already has long reach tackle. I don't know how it can be better. Yeah, I think Monday's pack looks quite poor. Nez. Thuram has 3 cards this year. It's crazy. Yeah. You don't need passing on an Anchorman hit, in my opinion. I want to compare. I want to compare this new Vieira to Nemecha though, because I think Nemecha looks better. And I said it weeks ago when he came out that Nemecha was the best DMF in the game. So I'll have a look. eFootball family, are you still here, bro? I like Low Screamer Prodigy, but I don't know about on strikers. But to be fair, Mbappe, I think I said it when he came out, Mbappe wouldn't be terrible with it because he can go wide a little bit. Yeah, that'll be fine. Too good for you. I think my Nemecha might look like that actually. Okay, so this is my Felix Nemecha. So compared to the new Vieira, dribbling is much better on Nemecha. It's not extremely important on an Anchorman, but this I've never used an Anchorman like this that I've been so confident I can carry the ball forward with. To be honest, Vieira would be similar actually, based on his box cards. If you built this Vieira with a dribbling focus, you'd be able to carry the ball with him quite comfortably. Passing is pretty much the same. As long as you have 80 low pass, we're okay. Shooting is much better on this Nemecha. Quite irrelevant on an Anchorman. I would say I've, in 2,000 games with Gilberto Silva, I've probably scored 3 or 4 goals with him. So Anchormans don't, like, it's largely irrelevant. But to be fair, I have scored 2 in 25 in the matchup because I know his shooting's high and his dribbling's high. But that's me trying to score with him. Defensively, stats-wise, they're quite similar. They both have long reach tackle. Look at their leg length. So, I He has a leg coverage of 189. Felix has a leg coverage. Does this change with your stats? No, 185. So Vieira does have better leg coverage. By 4 centimeters. And the Mencha is faster than the new Vieira on my build. But Vieira is definitely much stronger. And that's twofold. That's going to be on the weight as well, I bet. Yeah, like it's not even just the physical contact, it's also the weight. So, and then stamina is quite irrelevant for an Anchorman. So the new Vieira is definitely more solid, more stronger. Depends on what you're looking for in Anchorman. If you're looking for a traditional Anchorman, Vieira is definitely better. Because he's got that extra strength. How much is 4 centimeters on leg coverage? Is that a lot or is it not much? I wonder. What's up, Skinny? RAM can be 110 CB. Is that the highest in the game? I'd say so. I don't think I've seen 111 anywhere. Compare with Jordan Henderson, what the arm coverage? In a double pivot, I think I'd prefer Nementia. I don't know. I think it's purely a matter of taste between these cards. I don't think I'll be watching the first half of France-Morocco. I think I'm going gym. How would you build the newer Destroyer Vieira? I didn't even know there's a newer Destroyer Vieira, mate. I thought my one was the... this one? I'll do a very quick build for you. I'd probably just do something like this. It's not exact, sorry, but something like that. Nah, he's in an Arsenal kit as well. How is that? Oh, that's my Vieira, is it? Is that what I was looking at? Is it? I didn't reckon. He looks different again. That's my Vieira. This one here. See, actually, I'm looking at this. I wonder, I think I'd prefer this Vieira than the new one. Would I, actually? This one's quite a bit, it's a bit slower, actually. He's not going to reach the... speed stats you probably want. Yeah, nah, he's quite fast. I'd do that. I'd say that build's pretty much it. You can probably take all for one pass and somewhere else. Alright, boys. eFootball Family had offered to me to do a pack opening on his account, but I don't know if he's still here. I think he's left the stream. Pablito, are you on PlayStation? Are you gonna go? If you're going for this pack, let me know. I feel like this pack is an auto clear if you don't have the players already and they're also inclined to pay. Yeah, well, I don't know about Desai. I think, yeah, if I got Marcelo, or not Marcelo, if I got Vieira and Thuram early, I'd probably leave Desai. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but it's just you can probably get a different destroyer that's going to do a very similar. Now Steam works as well, but I just remember the last time I tried to do it, I would get frame drops on the pack whenever I opened the pack, and it was really weird. Like I was on my new PC, it wasn't stuttering on my screen, it was only stuttering through the recording. So I don't want to risk. It kind of does make it unwatchable. Do you believe that Konami will give us a better pack? What do you mean, better pack? Like, I don't understand. Okay, boys. Personal stance is if you have any version of Vieira that came out after my version, which is probably 2.5, 3 years ago, I wouldn't upgrade. Not worth it in my eyes. Maybe it's worth it in your eyes. Same with RAM. I wouldn't upgrade it. But I think, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are more willing to make incremental upgrades than me. I've got offers to try them. I'm not really interested in trying them, to be honest. I don't really have fun now trying out defensive players. A lot of the time I don't even notice them. Desai better than Stam and Pepe. Is Stam a destroyer? I know, it's Nez, I've seen it, yeah. What's coming Monday? What's up, Smitty? What's coming Monday is Suarez, Schweinsteiger, and Van Bronckhorst. However you say his name, I think the pack looks bad. I just want someone to do the pack opening, yeah. I don't want to try the cards. I mean, if I was on the account, did the pack opening, I would probably just play with them. But I don't want to log on just to play with them. Man, people are more interested in the pack opening. So oh, did we get a free spin on this? You don't rate Suarez in eFootball? I do, but look at his Showtime skills. What free spin did I just get? I said National Stars. Oh, this one. Come on. Now, I didn't look at Suarez's stats, but I looked at his Showtime skills, and that's why I didn't even bother looking at his stats with them Showtime skills. Like, this is kind of what the game is now. The stats are irrelevant. The stats are all so high. If they're not giving you the good Showtime skills, don't bite. His Showtime skills are phenomenal finishing and attack surge. Oh, that Enzo has decent stats. If they gave him more, they should have given more finishing as well, though. And Lautaro was like, okay. What are you hoping for on Suarez? Magnetic feet, momentum dribbling. If it was Liverpool, he actually kind of used to do acceleration burst. Not that he was very fast, but he used to dribble like that. Yeah, did I say them? Yeah, magnetic feet. But basically, magnetic feet are momentum dribbling. Something for dribbling. I don't know why they're giving them attack surge, really. Like Pablito, I'd actually be very curious to see if my Suarez has phenomenal finishing. Because it might have it. Like I literally don't notice the skill. We'll see what cards if I were to tell you what cards I have phenomenal finishing from me, I wouldn't be able to tell you based on their performances. I don't. There's not a single card I have that I'm like, his phenomenal finishing. It helps him even 1%. What's up, Asan? Oh, my one has bullet header, I'm pretty sure, actually. My Suarez has bullet header, actually. Even Inception noticed the phenomenal finishing. Yet you can't. Well, look, what does that say about me? And what does it say about you guys? That you guys are taking such terrible shots that you need a Showtime pay to win skill to help you. Because you can't take a shot on balance. You are spending all this money when you can simply just take a shot on balance. No. Attack Surge. I don't know how good Attack Surge is. I did try it out for one stream, and I didn't like it. Or not that I didn't like it, sorry, I didn't really notice it. Excuse me. Yeah, so mine has bullet header, yep. Okay, I'm gonna guess Ronaldo is the only player I have with phenomenal finishing. I think the Batistuta might have one as well. Okay, so this Pele has it, this Ronaldo has it, Batistuta has it, Van Nistelrooy has it, Endrick has it. And does Ibrahimovic have it? Yeah, Ibrahimovic has it. Pele has it. I've not noticed that on any of these players. And then on the flip side, there's people who say they don't really know what phenomenal passing does, and I'm like, how do you not know what phenomenal passing does? It's like the most important skill in the game. Just different playstyles, I guess. We can have a look at Monday's pack though if you want. I haven't looked at Suarez's stats because I just saw his Showtime skills and was like, I'm not interested. Like Van Bronckhorst, man, why is he a legend? Who did he even play for? He scored 1 goal in the World Cup. And he's a legend. I played for Barcelona apparently. He might have been he must have been good then. He must have been alright actually. Let me look him up. Who did he play for? Alright, so he went to Barcelona for 3 years. Played 100 games over 3 years. That's actually not bad, is it? Alright, he must be a decent player. Apologies. I was not familiar with your game. Range of flop. That's why I don't like him. Can you look up the goal? I know the goal he scored in the World Cup. Well, that's I didn't know. I actually didn't know he played for Barcelona and Arsenal. I thought he literally played for like some bum team, was in the national team, scored that goal, and that's why he has the card. I didn't realize he actually played at the top level. Alright, Schweinsteiger has long reach tackle and phenomenal pass. He'll probably be similar to Declan Rice. Do we have a do we know how many levels this guy's supposed to have? What's up, Yanarchy? Well, let me check eFootball base. eFootball base probably have the levels. No, I don't think eFootball base have the levels either. If we get big time Iniesta next week, I'll seriously regret spinning for Vieira. Yeah, I'd probably go for big time Iniesta. 32, I believe. I mean, 32 is a pretty safe guess. 33. Are we trusting you, Zone? Are we? Let's trust Zone. All I know is Suarez has 34. Okay. Okay, Nez is saying 34 on Suarez. We'll fill that in. Oops. Why am I doing such moronic things? Is that Schweinsteiger from his United stint? I don't know what Germany kit that is. Nah, this is supposed to be 2010, isn't it? Because it's the goalkeeping parry, and he scored his class goal in 2010 with the Jabulani, I assume. Okay. We'll compare this Schweinsteiger to Rice. It surely is the most appropriate comparison, because like they both have the same skills. They're both kind of similar. They actually are kind of similar as well. I'll just give him a kind of basic build. I won't give him an optimized build. We'll just see if they're similar levels. Okay, so auto allocate's very defensive. But Schweinsteiger looks decent to me. His passing starts off very high as well. He looks quite well-rounded. I'd say Declan Rice is better. He's got a lot more 90s. But I would say it's more a case of if you're picking between them, you just go off sentimental reasons. It's not actually like you just go off sentimental reasons, whichever one you prefer. If you're an Arsenal fan, you're English, you're German, whatever reason you have to prefer either cards, just go for them ones. I would say. Okay, Suarez has... Why did he have aerial? Feels a bit weird. Did he score a header in the game or something? Okay, Suarez has a very high curl, which I like to see. I really like to see that on the striker. He's got very good stats. Bottom line. He's got very good stats. I wonder if we can get the 96 type possession on him. Okay, I want something that does tight possession and curl. Does that exist? Does tight possession and curl not exist, no? Oh, we don't need it. We've actually already got the points, then once. So we just want something that does curl. But actually, we can get more points back if we take off a dribbling, get something to do tight possession, like ball protection. We take off all the boosts for a sec. When we get that 83, we can if we take off the passing, I think. Yes, look at this build. Ooh. Those are crazy stats. I know the speed's quite low, but don't worry about it. 96 tight possession. Crazy. We tested it the other day on Ibrahimovic because someone a few weeks ago mentioned it to me. So I tested it, and then about 4 or 5 other people in the chat tested it at the same time. And we all were like, this is a different card entirely. Right, this is a different card entirely. Oh, we don't have the 90 curl. We're missing the 90 curl. Probably still worth it. This is probably still the best build. Ah, yes, technically you could take a dexterity off, but you're not gonna get the curl. Yeah. Oh, I'm not believing in the Monday pack. It doesn't have the Showtime skills. But that is a very good Suarez card. This is like what Suarez should be. More like, you know, he's the type of card he is. Was he playing at Liverpool this year, 2010? He would have been joining Liverpool. Was he at 2009-10 season? No, because Torres was still at Liverpool in 2009-10, and I think joined during January. Then did Suarez join that January when Suarez left? He's a decent goalkeeper too, yeah. Alright boys, let's play some e-football. Give me Raul. 20 days until that expires. Oh, we got a John McGinn. Not bad. I'll take that. Alright, boys, will we do a cheeky on Vieira, yeah? McGinn is as good as Rel. Probably better, mate. That Rel doesn't look good. That Rel doesn't look good. A cheeky 10 spin? No. Sure, we're probably getting a probably getting an Iniesta on Thursday. Event really good for free to play. Which event? This one? Is this new? Alright, boys, what nation should we use? Should we use France? Since today's pack is France. I don't have a great amount of French players, I don't think. We have a few. We have Payet. 9 goals, 9 assists in 18 games. Not doing too bad. We'll throw him in. Oh, we got our foil Kante. The whole player. Which one's better? Oh, my one's surely better. And you can put skills on my one. I've got 1,000 games with this Nerney. This GP Kante. Yeah, but if you don't know what if you played the game at the start, maybe you don't remember. Do you remember foil cards? No. So who's an anchor man I should wait for? I wouldn't wait. I'd go for Vieira. Now they didn't just get a special image; they also got a different playstyle. Now it could be completely random, so you could get like a center mid with like offensive fullback. What's up, Yasser? It's gonna take forever to find the game. If you want to play against me, just search in national events. Alright, Luke sent us a clip of Visionary Pass. He's trying to convince me of Visionary Pass. To be honest, yeah, that probably wouldn't have happened without Visionary Pass. But see, if he took a touch there, it wouldn't have been an improved touch. It doesn't really improve the touches. What's up, Yasser? Yeah, if someone wants to search in national events right now, I'd appreciate it. Man, how can we not find the game? I guess we're going with the Spanish clubs then. And we can't use Vieira or Thuram. Go back to nationals and search it. I'll try one more time. What is it, Petite and Davids? Alright, we found someone. Is it one of yous? That one of yous? Nevo Ream. Not you. Pogba can't play DMA. It's annoying. It's a pretty good Brazil team. Okay, what's his? I can't remember what his link up is. Alright, we changed Cantona's build as well. We put him up to 96 tight possession, so he could be alright. He's still got very good stats. Probably take that finishing down even. I might change it. Yeah, I might take his finishing down even further. Oh, this is laggy as hell. All of a sudden. Bad pass. No one's even there. If you remind me, Kirby, yeah. Wingblood, I definitely wouldn't wait for a goalkeeper. Just Don't do that. Don't spend all your hard-earned coins on a goalkeeper. If you have Abiati, you shouldn't want the goalkeeper anyway. I don't know when that Abiati came out, but it was a while ago. I have him on my free-to-play account. He's great. Is Oliver Kahn underrated? Don't know. Don't have him, so I can't really comment. Hello, Rock. Would you recommend going for this pack? It's tough deciding who's good enough to risk a punt on these days. I'm just getting a lot of the recent ones. Any ideas or advice? If you have previous versions of the cards, I don't think these packs are worth it. This pack is worth it. And that, like if you're talking like a legend version of Vieira, maybe it's worth an upgrade. But I can't really give you advice if I don't know like if you have a version already or. But that's what it does come down to. Like if you have a kind of version in the last year or two of Vieira or Thuram, I wouldn't say it's worth it going for. Yeah, Wingblood. Don't worry, man. You'll get one eventually. Don't waste your coins on a goalkeeper. Oh, bad finish. Tap in the millet. Oh, is it true that you don't get a chance to get free showtime in your spins? I don't know what you're on about. Do you mean selection contract instead of chance deal? I don't even know for getting a selection contract. I haven't heard anything, but it did work like that in the past. We had a kind of pack like this where if you were unlucky to pack a bad one, you didn't get the selection contract at the end. Or maybe it wasn't a selection, maybe it was a guarantee spin. Yeah, James, I would probably say Thuram is the best in the pack, then Vieira, then Desai. So if you want to stop in the pack once you've got like Thuram and Vieira, I'd recommend that. Okay, Payet isn't really playing that well. He's actually got very good stats though, so he should be. No double touch. It's a random guaranteed spin, yeah. It's a bit annoying, like, you should, everyone should just get that regardless. You shouldn't be dependent on if you get one in the random spins or not. It's like, yeah, just stupid from Konami. The cards aren't even that good, like. They could literally have given all those cards out for free. And it wouldn't really change anything. I think so. Actually, no, I think there's a sore lot in there. Maybe except for him. It'd be a few weeks of cross spamming if everyone got that card. What ball? See, that's actually what we were talking about in the streams today. You know how I was saying the strikers don't attack the ball enough? I do not, like, on a low driven cross, they do attack the ball. But it's when you do a true ball and stuff, or a pass, sometimes I feel they don't. But on the low driven cross, I feel they do. Where can I get your builds? At the start of every stream, I usually look at the builds for the new players. Other than that, there's no resource. The one with like Marino and stuff, yeah. And I think Sorlot's in the pack. Ah, I think Vieira stopped. Yeah, Vieira was running and stopped. That was annoying. Oh, I meant that for Cantona. I wouldn't say on par, Luke. The Desai is definitely much better in the air. But other than that, they're not too far off each other, I would say. But like, Desai also has much more pace. Nah, the new Vieira is not needed if you have a previous version, I don't think. What a ball, Pogba. I love the outside curler on that. Like you did, like what I would say, like about Vieira, and the hype about all these like crazy new cards is like, surely these Vieira, like surely you're only hyped about this Vieira because you know he'll be good for such a long time. Like this new Vieira is like, he's so good that you could buy him and 3 years later he'll still be the best, you know. So the people who bought like the other Vieiras under that pretense, like, why are they going in for this one as well, you know? How do you do a low driven pass? You can only do it for a cross. So you just double tap your cross button. I know. But Luke, I probably told you not to get your newer one, and you were at the time, and you were like, "Nah, he's got crazy more stats." I probably told you. Like, to be honest, on the ball, my Perlo doesn't feel any different than the other one I had. Defensively, my new one does feel better. But my new Perlo is still 2.5 years old. And then all the newer Perlos I've used since don't feel any different. Except the Showtime skills. Like, you can notice the Showtime skills, but I don't think you need them. They should release a Shadow Hunt one to troll people. I will get hate, but Anchorman Vieira is overrated. Destroyer Vieira is a better DMF. I have previous Anchor. Vieira and Busquets is a better DMF. Vieira plays CB for me, top 650, possession only. GS, you won't get hate in here for that, because I'm pretty much agree with you. I agree with you pretty much across the way. I always say people don't. You shouldn't get Vieira as an Anchorman. Now, I don't say it every time, because you just get into arguments with people. So I'm just like, look, it's my opinion. Even you had to preface it. Like, two things can be true for me, okay? Now, if Felix Nemecha didn't exist, I would say Vieira is the best Anchorman in the game. But so I think Vieira is the best Anchorman in the game, except for Nemecha. But I also think he's the best destroyer in the game. So I would go for him as a destroyer, because I think the Anchormans aren't that far behind them, whereas the destroyers, for the most part, aren't as good as them. What's up, Bulk Up? Have you reviewed the France pack? Which France pack? The one that came out today, like the Vieira one? Because I have. Start today's stream. Is the matchup permanent B form? I don't know. I don't think those cards are, are they? Actually, I think we said we changed this build, actually, because this, I would have made this build from when physical contact wasn't important in the game. So we'll change the build and make his physical contact a little bit better. The one with Deschamps. I definitely did. I don't know when I did a KG. I wouldn't really go for the back though. Oh, this Vieira. This was like the first hype of Vieira, I think. This is the first Vieira everyone got. Yeah, stats wise, it's pretty much the same as mine. Look, mine just has a better playstyle in my opinion. And more acceleration. But pretty much the same. Like that, and I'll have a look in a sec, yeah. I would like that. The Suarez's stats are really good, GS, but his Showtime skills let him down for me. Alright, here's the stat down build I was using. Would you rather give him Marseille turn or Cup behind turn? Cup behind the turn. I don't even know what Marseille turn does. I couldn't tell you what animation is which. Dembele actually was alright in that game. I wonder, will we change his build? Probably not. Isn't it for Cruyff turns? No. Cut behind and turn is for Cruyff turns. No, I know what Marseille turn is, but I'm telling you, I don't know what the difference between having the skill and not having the skill is. I don't know what the difference between the animations are. Because they changed it over the last year. There used to be a very big difference between having the skill and not having the skill. It's just a fake shot, Jay Smith. Fake shot behind you. Yeah, like a fake shot while aiming behind you, I guess. I tend to use super cancels more than fake shots. Well, I mean, it's... I guess, yeah, you can just fake it instead. But yeah, don't shield the ball as well with this super cancel. I use smart feints and they don't do... Why do you use smart feints? Sometimes they release another version of the same card not too long after the debut of a new legend. They did it with Ibra. They did it with Suarez. And did they do it with Bale as well? What was the timeline on Bale? I don't know if Bale got... But Ibra, Suarez definitely had like cards not long after each other. Pele, I don't know if Pele was that soon after. When did that Santos Pele come out actually? I can't remember. I haven't. Was it in 2026? When did it come out? I don't know why the music is lagging. Oh, bad defending. How do I get out when my players get stuck into a defender just shielding the ball? Yeah, you can't. You can't. Your problem is that you actually tried to dribble in the game instead of just hitting a stupid through ball or long ball or cross. I've never I don't you shouldn't have asked that question, man, because now I'm gonna get angry at the twerking. It's such a stupid thing, man. You're gonna set me off. Yeah, I think we need to come off long ball because this guy seems pretty happy to just pass it around. See how Pogba doesn't get stuck there? It's because Kaká has low physical contact. But if Kaká had high physical contact, instead of it meaning the defender is stronger, Kaká is stronger. If Kaká had high physical contact, it would actually change Pogba's thinking process. The high physical contact would go into Pogba's brain and make him say, okay, instead of running forward, I'm going to twerk on Kaká because he has high physical contact. That's how stupid that physical system is. Oh, great touch, Dembele. Oh, choke. Oh. Let's go. So it just makes players into strippers. Exactly. High physical contact will just make sure attackers turn into strippers. Give a lap dance. One Camavinga. Into Pogba. Oh, it bounced. Pogba! Oh, right, the goalie. Terrible defending. We're lucky. This game is on rails. Does he not have flip-flop? No way, Pogba doesn't have flip-flop. When are we getting a big-time Pogba, by the way? We should be getting like a 2018 France pack, no? Who would they have in it? Mbappe, Pogba, and Pavard, maybe? That goal against Argentina. It's celebrated. How to execute flip-flop. You hold L1. After that, I don't really know how to explain it. But you hold L, just hold L1 and kind of mess around with the stick, I guess. And this Dembele is actually kind of fun to play with. And just gets bullied off by Gabriel. Fair enough. Do you reckon the big time packs continue past the World Cup? Don't know. eFootball 22 before the mobile game drop was the best eFootball. I don't remember. Casual gamer now. We didn't spin. Do you think it's more of a game changer, Vieira or Hullet? In the past, I would have said Hullet, but nowadays I'd say Vieira. Oh, am I playing you, Notorious? I didn't see that. I didn't notice. Shit. Alright, let me try hard now. Let me be sweaty. Go on, Dembele. Karim Benzema. We got a Benzema before, like 3 or 4 years ago, for the Euros, I think. I had a Player of the Week card of Benzema that I think was in my... I would rotate him in and out of my team when I first was getting top 100. I think I had a goal poacher and a deep line forward I would switch between. Yeah, Pogba's been playing very well in this game. They would definitely give... They'd have to give Benzema magnetic feet. I'd say magnetic feet and phenomenal pass suits him. There was a nominating contract Benzema. Which one is this? Well, but Universe, if you can get those cards and nominating contracts, you might not spend on the game if you can get good cards for free. I would say it doesn't matter at this point, people. If you don't, I don't think they're converting many players from free to play to paid. I think people stick to their kind of their status, I guess. But that's their thinking anyway. They don't want to risk it. Benzema wasn't part of the World Cup. Giroud was the striker. I don't know, did anyone say he was involved? Didn't Giroud not get a goal in that whole tournament? So if they were to give Giroud a card, didn't he? But I think he got a good few assists. Maybe I'm mixing it up with the 2022 World Cup. But I'm pretty sure he had it, or the Euros or something. He had a tournament, he didn't get a goal, didn't he? Well, there we go. There's the different thinking. So Yasser's or Daniel's saying this is the kind of pack that makes people start spending. If you're free to play, a pack like this might change your mind. And then Yasser is saying, yeah, you ain't converting me to play to win with 150 € gambling packs, which I would agree with Yasser. Like, it's too big of a jump. The stuff that convinces people to switch from free to play to pay to win is when you can get something for like €5, €10. But they're just so scared to give good value stuff. Like that Ronaldo that came out is oh come on, I'm moving the keeper there. The Ronaldo, the Portugal pack Ronaldo is probably good value in my eyes, 2,000 points. But if they priced it cheaper, like I think it's at a pretty fair price. If they priced it cheaper, they'd probably get more people who never spent on the game before spending. But then the problem is they also a chip shot. People also use saved coins, so they need to add stuff that you can't buy with coins. You have to buy with money if they want to convert more people with these good value things. They did it previous with the Neymar and Messi packs. Yeah, were those signature packs? Could you use coins on them, or did you have to spend money? Because they don't want to do stuff where you spend coins because people just use their saved coins. They need to do it with stuff. If they want to convert people to spenders, they need to actually do it with actual money on the pack. See, if the new Vieira made that tackle, we'd be all saying, "Oh, look, a long reach tackle, it's so OP." We need blind tests. Yeah. Or just say it's a new one. What I was gonna say, like when I started these games, I was like, alright, everyone pretend these are the new Vieiras. When new people join, let's see if we can kind of test what they think. You know what I mean? Let's put the placebo to the test, but I didn't bother. Ah, he doesn't have double touch. Go on, Thuram. Alright, does Thuram have phenomenal finishing? Because if he has phenomenal finishing, maybe that was the skill kicking in there. Because that was a bit of an off-balance shot, wasn't it? We'll check after this game. If he doesn't have phenomenal finishing, the skill does absolutely nothing. And there's nothing you can say. Because anytime you say, oh, phenomenal finishing, help me with that, I can just show you that goal. Taram is cold. Yeah, yeah. I changed his build like after the initial few games with him, and he's been very good for me every time. GG, Notorious, GG. No, he doesn't have phenomenal finishing. He doesn't have phenomenal finishing. So if I told Luque this guy had phenomenal finishing and I showed him that shot, I'd be like, see, that's the skill, man. You know the skill. Like you understand the skill now. He doesn't have it. Acrobatic assist there. That's what I'm saying. It's acrobatic. What do you mean try it? I have like 10 players with phenomenal. I have like 10 players with phenomenal finishing. Try tricking Luque. He's in the stream, but I can't trick him. You know, acrobatic is the free version of phenomenal finishing. Luque, man, if you don't understand the conversation, it's okay. You don't have to speak. What I'm saying is, every time you're looking at phenomenal finishing, exactly, Luque, exactly. And I'm saying you don't need this phenomenal finishing, man. In the off chance you need an off balance shot to help you, as we can see there, acrobatic finishing should be enough. Is that the only Neymar I have in the Spanish league? Alright, we'll use Endrick and phenomenal finishing. What club does my Ibra have? He's at PSG by now, wouldn't he be? Yeah. From what I've experienced, phenomenal boost curl shots when the player has decent stamina. What scenario is that? Why is Reddit so split on this pack? Some are so happy, others say to save coins. Like, I don't know, man. The only reason you should save coins is because you already have versions of these. I just know that Zlatan's finesse shots are deadly. To be honest, he wasn't for me, and I had him on 79 curl once. So I don't know. 80 curl is enough though, to be fair, Kirby. I've always found 80 is enough for normal finesse shots. Like a striker's kind of finesse shot. This is you, isn't it, Notorious? Did we match again? Alright, which kit is mine? My home or away? We did, okay. You got a lot of new players, Notorious. I thought you stopped playing this game. I'm surprised I don't use this Arejo, man. Those are some good stats still. Throw him in here. Yeah, James, this is why it's hard, like, giving advice for people, like, when people ask me, is a pack worth it? Because it's like, I don't know what versions of the cards you have. I don't know if you like the player in real life. I don't know how much money this is for you. I don't know, like, if it's negligible expense and you don't really care, or if it's actually, like, you know, a substantial amount of your kind of entertainment budget. But there's going to be no defensive fullback better than Thuram. And there's no anchorman better than Vieira, really. I would still say if you wanted Vieira, personally, I'd probably just wait for a destroyer. But that's me, man. That if you want an anchorman, you go for the anchorman. Yeah, well, I mean, if someone's regular in the stream as well, I kind of know their situation a lot of the time. Like, Pablito, did you end up going for the pack, actually? I don't know if I got that information off yet. Oh, stupid pass. Oh, no, I'm the away kit. I didn't realize. Good ball. Here, Notorious. If I was a nice guy, I'd give you the goal because you definitely deserve the goal there. What is wrong with headers in this game? But I'm not a nice guy, so I'm not giving you the goal. People want the full life review. No, I'd rather they give me their full life review when they ask me is a pack worth it. When someone just asks me, is this pack worth it, with no context, it's like, how am I supposed to answer that question? Like, I need as much, the more context someone can give me, the better. But then another thing is when someone, if I answer the question for someone, they give me the context, I answer the question, I justify my answer, they still, like, let's say I say, oh, you don't need this new Vieira, you've already got the old one, and then, like, so I've given my answer and I've justified my answer, and then they go, but the old, I'll be like, oh, the new Vieira, he has more jumping, but it's not important than an anchorman. Then they'll respond, but surely the new jumping, does it not make it worth it? It's like, bro, I just gave you my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, okay, but I've given you my opinion. My opinion is not going to change when you ask the second time. Or like, if someone asks for a build, I give them the build, and then they're like, oh, why didn't you put speed in? If they're just curious about why, fair enough. But when they start like disagreeing, it's like, well, look, if you don't want my build, that's fine. Have a resume for him. But the thing is, there's people like you see in Reddit and stuff, like saying, like, because they're from a different country, they're from a continent where like their purchasing power is a lot weaker. Like they're they're taking rent money for their packs, and I'm like I would never spend a single cent on the game if that's what the cost is to you. Like, depending on your situation, opening a pack is either a small decision or it's a big decision. Like, even though I don't spend on the game as much anymore, like, I could afford to do it, like, every week or every second week at least. Maybe not every week. But for other people, it's like, not only could they afford to do it every week, they do it every week because it's such a, like, small expense. And then with other people, it's like, okay, they can only afford the one pack a year, like, realistically. So, like, they have to get it right. Feel like they want someone to co-sign the expense. Yeah, and that's what I try not to do that. I try not to I try to be as honest as possible. I'd rather make someone who has spent their money feel a bit worse than hype up a pack unnecessary and convince someone else to spend their money. Respectfully, if you can only do one pack a year, there might be many things better you can do with that money. What do you mean? I mean, if you can literally only afford, let's say, one pack a year, which we'll say €150 for kind of gaming or entertainment, yeah, definitely better value for money you can get than opening any football pack. But I guess it's how much you value the game. Like you've been doing with me. Well, I mean, look, if I'm on someone's account testing out the cards, I'll still say, like, this isn't worth it. Even though I'm literally on someone's account, basically saying to their face, like, yeah, what you just spent all that money on, not worth it, in my eyes. Because, we all value things differently, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Let's take it. Let's NBA 2K or Madden, okay? Whatever the best card in the game is, in that game, is worth absolutely zero to me because I have no interest in Madden. If you offered me €3 to get the best card in NBA 2K, I'd probably accept the deal because I could probably see myself playing NBA. I'd be like, fuck it, whatever that is, I don't even know what it is. I'll take the deal. So to some people, these cards are worth the money. Now, a top tier Iniesta, top tier Maradona, or a top tier Messi, for me, you're probably worth it. I like those players so much. $2K is expensive. I don't know what like 2K's situation is. I don't know what's more popular nowadays. Is it the Ultimate Team or the career modes? The My Career thing. Old big time Vieira is almost the same as the new epic one. The difference is the showtime skill. And this is what I was trying to make the point with the Bellingham that came out with Haaland. Like, it's the difference in the showtime skills, and I don't like the showtime skills in Bellingham. Vieira's Showtime skill is useful though. How much do you need to spend to realistically have a good team on eFootball? It's all subjective. The answer can be someone can tell you, let's say, €1,500, and someone can tell you free, like zero. And depending on how they argue, they're both going to be able to make the argument. What I would say though is this game is paid to win. I was arguing this game wasn't paid to win for the last 3 or 4 years, and I was right. But the situation has changed. The game has become paid to win with how inflated the cards stats have gone. I would say sometime over the last 1.5 to 2 years is when the line started to get really started to get crossed. Like, what we need is someone with a free-to-play account to hit number 1. That number 1 is irrelevant. We used the top 100 leaderboard back in the day used to have 40 free-to-play players, or if they weren't free-to-play, they literally bought like that one Messi pack that was €15 or whatever, you know. But now I don't even know if free-to-play get in top 100. Terrible run from Neymar, terrible pass from Chappie. Good goal, Suarez. Indo got top 100 with a free-to-play. I mean, look, if a professional player... Just because a professional player does something doesn't mean that's the standard. It's a very poor argument for if the game's free to play, pay to play or not. Is that Suarez still good? I'd say in divisions no, but in events, yeah. You're dribbling more these days. Yeah, I am. I rewatched my dribbling tutorial. And I also believe they might have just made it a little bit better with the twerking. Because it's not the builds. Because I done the builds ages ago. I done the builds like a month and a half ago, given more physical. But I definitely am dribbling more these days. Over the last 2 weeks. It was kind of overnight to change as well. I don't know what happened exactly. Still not as good as it used to be though. I'm also complaining less intentionally. I think I complained for long enough. Oh, I tried to cancel it, but I wasn't quick enough there. That was one of the few times where, because a lot of the times the game doesn't listen to your super cancels, but I genuinely was too slow there. Do you need Game Pass to play football? Why would you need that? But anyway, I'm not on Xbox. I don't know what their policy is. You don't need PlayStation Plus on PlayStation anyway. You need FC. Well, I know on PlayStation, free-to-play games don't need PlayStation Plus. I think that's a overall policy, mate. GG Notorious. Nah, Notorious, man. The game is just not bad, or is just bad. Like you, I remember when we used to play back in the day. You were one of the few people that would impress me with your dribbling. Like it's too hard to whenever I play against Stoidles, same thing. Like we don't even impress each other anymore because there's nothing. You can't. Notorious. You can't search again though. You have to. You can't. Yeah, I don't mind doing 2 in a row, but 3 in a row is crazy. No worries, James. What's up, Fias? Suarez felt nice in those games. Would we change his build, I wonder? So we want this build is definitely designed around having a 90 proficiency manager. I'd say we wouldn't change it. Vieira pack worth as a starter. What do you mean as a starter? Like as a kind of newer player? Because I'd say yeah. I hope they release a Quaresma card with a crazy outside curler skill. I have Destroyer Vieira that came out last year. Not we're upgrading for 1 skill. I'm waiting for Ramos, who's one of my favorite players. I also would say, Brett, I think Vieira suits Destroyer more as well. Sorry, yeah, as a noob. Yeah, Reach, definitely. If you're happy to spend on this game, this is one of the better packs to spend on if you don't have any version of the card. Can I please see that Kunde? Of course. Show you when we get in. I would recommend as a new player though, like let's say if you got Vieira and Thuram in the first 40, like you don't need to go for Desai for 110. Like I'd put a value on Desai of let's say 60. 60 spins. If it's above 60, maybe 70. Don't go over it. Only start going on the pack though if you're willing to clear it. Soccer fan 343. It's kind of hard to enjoy the cards in the game at the moment with the way dribbling is. But I would say Perlo. I don't even know who my favorite is. It's so sad. I always usually have an answer for that. Was gonna buy 5,800. No. Only be willing to open the pack if you're willing to go the whole way, man. Don't start gambling like that. You need to be able to go all the way. Cannavaro versus Desai. I'd pick Cannavaro. Pirlo's my football go, man. If you never watched real football and you based it off this game, you would think Pirlo's the greatest player of all time. The card they give him is crazy. How are people so excited about these cards? Just more automated AI defense. Some people don't have the cards, so. Sent you a short clip comparing the two. Where? This was dominating contract level before Konami got greedy. And this card is years old, so think about it. Like, it might not look like much now, but think about what it was back then. I remember the best right wing in the game was a nominating contract Salah for a while. Like, the only time I think I went into a pack I couldn't clear was Maradona and Pirlo, and it was the stream actually donated the money, because I said, like, boys, I can open the pack. Let's say it came out on Monday, I can clear the pack on Thursday. Like, we just have to wait until I get paid. But then people donated because they wanted to see, because we stayed up till 2 a.m. for the pack, so people wanted to see it there and then. Alright, this feels a bit heavy. Ooh, we did a test cancel there. We're adding it to our repertoire. You went in for the match. Oh, free to play is a different scenario. Like, I would only do that on a free to play account because I have a pay to win account. If I only had a free to play account, I wouldn't risk my coins like that. But because I have the pay to win account, I'm more willing to risk those free to play coins. Sure, I did it with Messi or Iniesta too. It wasn't lucky, I did it. This pack is good for free to play? Yep. Yeah, Reeds, you don't necessarily have to buy the biggest coin bundle. I would still recommend it. Just because if you think you're going to spend in the future. But okay, should I use a different version of Messi? I kind of use... Nah, we'll stick with it. Create a playmaker. Yeah, Suarez stats-wise looks very good, but I just don't know about his showtime skills. I'm not impressed by his showtime skills. France versus Morocco in 2 hours, isn't that in 1 hour, no? Oh, I might be able to watch most of it. Oh, you're right, it's at 9. I thought it was at 8. Alright, I'll be able to watch I'll probably just miss the first half then. I'm going gym. How do people free to play have so much time to grind the game? But what do you mean? Doesn't take time at all to grind the game. You can get everything. It takes 2.5 hours to get all the coins. Two and a half hours each week. We'll use this Mendieta. He's actually quite good, Mendieta. Anyone else ever used this card? He's actually really nice to play with in game. I prefer him at right mid though. But I want to play Messi. What? MSN's second version of this class. Yeah, I feel like I kind of went against my better judgment going for the one I went for. Because I wanted the Messi too, but I didn't really need the Messi. I could have just skipped the pack. I don't regret it or anything, but yeah, have him. He's like Iniesta. I don't know. He reminds me of De Bruyne a bit because he's a bit bigger and bulkier, I guess. Not really. Actually, he's quite short, isn't he? He is a bit bulkier than Iniesta, I guess, but he is short. Yeah, I didn't realize. But I like him at right mid, Scat. He kind of reminds me of like De Bruyne in them wide areas because he's got some whip on his passes. I don't know how people do it. They can at least save up 20 bucks for a pack. Well, some people can't actually because of where they live. Like that's a lot more money than it is if you're in the first world, I guess. And then some other people just don't see the point in spending on a virtual card. I agree with you though. I don't get the if you're someone who like hates microtransactions, I don't know why you're playing the game at all. I don't see like the kind of the logic behind like, oh, I hate microtransactions. I think they're like a big waste of money, but you still play the game. Surely if you just wouldn't play the game if you think they're that bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm not making sense. I guess on the other hand, you would say, well, there's no football game that is enjoyable other than this, really. And to be fair, there's actually quite a sizable amount of people that play this game underground. They're on like a dark web of this game that we don't know about because they're in Discord servers playing against each other with like GP players to make it a more balanced game. Like I was in one, did a YouTube video on it. Which is fair enough. I can't spend a sixth of my monthly salary on a video game, just not happening. Yeah, see, for me it's not a sixth, it's a bit less. And I don't have any actual expenses really, so you have a limit for 200 a year. See, I wouldn't put a hard limit like that. I would have like a soft limit like that, where I'd say to myself every time a pack comes out, I'd be like, if I'm only spending 200 a year, would this be a good use of it? Basically, the way I look at the cards is, I kind of say to myself, will I still use this card in like 2 or 3 years? Do I think I'll still use this card in 2 or 3 years? That's how I kind of justify it. Now, I kind of know with cards that are like a Messi or Maradona that I will likely be using a newer version, but they would just have to be good enough to still be good in 2 or 3 years. And then also part of when I'm looking like this Vieira, I think I would still use that Vieira in 2 or 3 years. I also actually think I'd still be using my current Vieira in at least a year and a half. The Discord is the what is it called? The dark web. Discord is the dark web. Pretty sure the dark web just means it can't be indexed. It's just non-indexable in Google search. Isn't that the actual definition? So technically I'm right, I think. Or maybe I'm mixing dark web up with... Is there another term that's similar? What I don't understand are people who are against spinning yet complain about the game not giving enough free cards. Why, Wasabi? What's your point? Maybe expand on that. Deep web. Maybe I'm thinking of deep web, yeah. Maybe I'm mixing it up with deep web. Is dark web even a real term, or is that just like a media thing then? Maybe deep web is the only actual. Defensive cards have longer lifespans. Yeah, because for the most part, defending is quite easy in this game. So the cards you have don't matter too much once they're at a certain level. Okay, I meant that for Cruyff, but that works quite well too. The dark web is a hidden part of the internet, intentionally unindexed by traditional search engines. So, who said that, Pablito? Exactly, I am right. I was correct. Look at you trying to make me look silly. I was actually right. Now, he's not at par, but it's like I would probably pay like €15 to upgrade between the two, Luca. Well, Watcher, that's what I done. I had people coming into my... I've had, over the last month, I've had so many people coming into my stream asking, like, why are you using these cards? Or, like, you're, like, or you're not paid to win, or, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I've spent loads in this game. It's just I spent it years ago. So it looks like... like, as in, like, I spent correctly, so I don't have to keep spending. Who has the better player ID, Romario or Suarez? Ooh, in the current gameplay, it would have to be Suarez because the way the players twerk. In the gameplay that suits dribbling, Romario. Matt Dimitri, he's like the complete opposite in my opinion. I thought this card was bad from day one, I think. But that's just more of a matter of taste. Like, I know he wasn't actually a bad card. I just didn't get on with him ever. Oh, I made a meal of that. No, trying to be fancy. Good ball, Xabi Alonso. How has he not scored that? Xabi Alonso's moving nice in this game. One Mendieta. Man, his Courtois saved so much. What brand water? Buxton. Pomeranian still from Aldi. It's actually nice. I actually think this is very nice water. Whenever I get like a different water, I don't like it. Whenever I get what's like the maybe if you're not Irish, you don't know, but whatever like the more popular brands are, I don't like them. I think Aldi has better everything, man. We had some Kit Kats last week. I ate them all. They're whatever. My mom replaced them with the Aldi version. Oh my god, the Aldi version are way better. Same with like everything, man. The only things I like the real version of, and I've never found they're better, the fake version, is Doritos. I feel like Doritos are like the only ones. But pretty much everything else, I prefer the Aldi version. Are you getting your PhD? No. I'm out of college for a year and a half. Don't think we've had 11v11 on eFootball now. We used to have it on PES. I used to play it. I used to be in a league, and it was much better than the EAFC versions, because in eFootball you could, or PES actually, in PES you could use real players. So we used to do like whatever fixtures were on that week. That's what the matches would be. So you'd play one game as Barca versus like Valencia, let's say, and then you'd switch. It'd be like your home and away leg, I guess. So one game you'd have a team that's way stronger than the other, like, and then the next game you're playing the same opponents, but you've switched teams now. Now you have to like defend because you've got the lower rated players. It was so much fun. I loved it. Some of the most fun I've had. Even though I thought the gameplay was terrible in PES 21 and PES 20. The 11v11 was so much fun. Well, I'm not in the UK, Nez. You need to rephrase that question. Is he on? Oh. Get the Knoppers bar. What bar is it trying to like imitate, Scad? What did you study? I did business. And then I did a master's in finance. It's its own entity. I'll look it up, so I'll see what type of bar it is. Okay, that was very cold if I meant it. I obviously didn't mean it. But that would have been very cold if I did. What did you say, Nopper? Oh, it's kind of... Is it like it's kind of like a Kinder wafer thing, is it? Oh, it's coconut. Oh no, that's just one of the flavors. Yeah, I think it's like a... Kind of looks like it's trying to be like a Kinder wafer. What a hit, Rodrigo. Explains why your calculator was spent on packs. It kind of does actually though. Studying I think microeconomics should be like a mandatory subject in secondary school. It's just like general psychology, I guess. Or behavioral economics at least. I don't actually I don't really like wafers really, Scad. I'll try one, but I don't like coconut either. I have Soccer Fan, and I read. There's two versions of that book. There's a book about the book that has a little bit more insight as well. I've read that. One of my favorite books. I can't remember what the other... There's two versions. I definitely recommend reading both.
So tonight with this, what we're doing here and all getting together to realize that, well, this is special.
If you look up Thinking Fast and Slow, it should come up. It's just a version that your man wrote, like about the book. It's basically it's like a mix of an autobiography and so if you look up Daniel Kahneman, it should just come up. Actually, I don't know which one it is.
So tonight with this, what we're doing here, and all getting together, realize that
I don't know if it's that noise. I don't know if it might. Maybe it is noise, but I don't know actually. Yeah, soccer fan. I agree. I think if I had to recommend a book to someone, it would be. But I actually would recommend the both of them because I think it might be noise. To be honest, the reason I think reading noise is very good is because it's kind of as the author, he kind of feels like he has more time and space to explain some of the stuff. Anyway, what the book that is meant to go alongside it, it's basically the story of how he wrote the book, how he like kind of got into studying behavioral economics, because when he started, he was like it wasn't like a real field yet. Like he was one of the what would the word be? The founders, I guess, of the field. So. Actually, we'll play them left mid and right mid. I'm free to play. I got Haaland in 4 spins yesterday, and today I packed Vieira in 2 coins, but the big fellas are in. Yeah, definitely some big fellas there. Congrats, Marco. Thinking fast and slow. There's what is it? Actually, let me. If I just look up thinking fast and slow. Similar books. It must be noise. Pioneers. I guess pioneers isn't the bad word for it, yeah. I don't remember what the card looks like, but I remember he had a card that was highly rated by the community. Reinildo. See, this is where low screamer on Haaland would come in useful, I think, because when he goes out to that wide area, sometimes you'd want to be able to hit the shot. I had a quick look at the free Showtime deploy. I think he looks interesting. But I think he has phenomenal finishing, so he doesn't really have a Showtime skill in my eyes. Low screamer. Who doubts low screamer? Who's doubting it? Ah. I can't believe I baited myself there. I was trying to like do a game of patience, I guess, and I got impatient. You have a video about those free cards. The showtimes, I haven't looked at them on stream, no. I just had a brief look at them. Did you get that Haaland from 2 rounds ago? No, this is the most recent round. That's for against England, I think. Or not England, Brazil. The one I have. Oh, good cancel. Good ball too. And I'm moving my keeper into that corner. Cancel. Jesus. Drowning myself, Jesus. Need to shut up. Bit of karma for yapping, I think. For complaining. Casual gamer, did you end up sending me this? Oh, you did, yeah. Sorry. So this is the difference he's saying between like a really old school Vieira and a new one. Now, obviously, the play style is a lot different. I would probably prefer Anchorman and Vieira, but Destroyer is what I'd want the most. But you can see defensive stats, like stats wise, there's like no difference. It's the Showtime skills you're paying for, really. Oh, we're getting those frame drops on the free kicks. Hazard, make the run. Man, Hazard, you're a whole player and we're on long ball and you won't make the run there. That's really weird. Listen to my cancels. Yeah, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, casual gamer. What do you think? Do you think it's worth the upgrade for you though, in your situation? Because if you have asked me without looking at your old card, I would have just assumed like stats wise, even the new one's like clear upgrade, but just goes to show you how good that old one is. Good finish, Hazard. This is One Piece music, man. Don't, come on, man. This is the Rocky music. I don't watch cartoons. One Piece. Oh, I don't know about Cannavaro though. I have an old Cannavaro that I don't think I'd use. I have the 2006 big time. I don't know if you remember the pack, but it came out with Totti and Pirlo. It would have been like a good while ago. I don't even think I had a YouTube channel. I wouldn't have had a YouTube channel at the point, yeah. It would have been just on Twitch. So I think it was 3 years ago. No, 4. What year is it now? Oh, it is 2026. I thought it was 2027 for a sec. That would have been 3 years ago, yeah. All I'm getting from this is that if I spend once, I won't have to spend again for Vieira. Yeah, like that. Like that's why I'd say I'd recommend this Vieira pack for new players if you don't have previous versions, because easily you won't have to. But my big time Zico, yeah, no, I still use him a little bit. He's not that bad actually. He can still be quite good. But the thing about that kind of Cannavaro, it's not necessarily that like he's just bad. It's more that even just random free cards that have come out since are better than that Cannavaro that I have. But he's a very old card. Like Cannavaro is one of my favorite centre backs in this game. Every time I'm on someone else's account, I try to use a Cannavaro, and I have him on my free account. I love him. And then when I had my big time Cannavaro and he was like a newer defender, I used to use him the most. Good defending. I mean, he's saying it's more for newbies. I don't know if like that makes it sound like only noobs should get the pack. It's more for if you don't have a version of Vieira and Thuram, go for it. Rusty, I don't understand the question. I mean, I kind of agree with you. Like, yeah. I don't know why there's a question mark at the end of your comment, really. They do look like a glitch. I don't know why my players keep dropping when we're on long ball. It's a very strange. Game goes so much harder for dribblers and skillers. Long ball counter moves can be difficult to beat without spamming passes. Yeah, I agree, Dre. Here, Dre. Honestly, though, you clearly don't enjoy the game anymore. Like, honestly, I would just move on. If you want to come back every update, I can let you know if I think you'll enjoy it. Like, you know what I mean? There's no point. Don't waste your time like complaining about a game that's not going to change. You know what I mean? That's kind of my advice. I'm not. If you're happy to stay, I'm happy to have you in my stream. Sorry, maybe I jumped to a conclusion, but don't become one of them people that's just constantly complaining about the game. At a certain point, just move on. That's kind of my advice. If you kind of understand what I'm trying to get at. Like I kind of always say, like, don't put more energy or attention into this game than Konami do, which is don't like have this low down on your priorities. Because Konami have it quite low in theirs. I don't get why people call passing as being a noob. Football is really about passing ball. That's how it's played in real life. No one in real life dribbles with the whole team without passing. Okay, but passing in real life is about positioning yourself and obviously knowing how to put a weight on the pass. And you don't position yourself in this game because you can only control who has the ball. And pass assistance means putting weight on the pass is irrelevant, so... Like, I wish game had no pass assistance on true balls and lofted passes. And then I wish short passes were quite assisted. I think short passes should be assisted in a football game. I think short passes should be about kind of doing triangles, quick passing, knowing where the free man is. And then any pass, it's a true ball or a lofted pass, you should have to be skilled enough to also know how to put the correct weight on the pass. One more phase into eFootball 27. When does this phase end? Because they might do like a short phase 16 to the 7th. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably one more phase. Damn for being top 24, you low-key ass. See, this is what I'm saying. Obviously, he's just trying to rage bait, but if he knew the game is what's ass. But no other game has the football feeling the football has. Yeah, but if the game's gone too far away from that, like for me, the game had gotten to the point where I couldn't play it anymore. That's why I stopped playing. I only streamed. Like actually, I don't know. I think I can show you my activity on YouTube because I only play this game like on stream or in YouTube. Like you can see in this graph here, as soon as EAFC came out, you can see just like how much I just stopped entirely pretty much. There's one stream there, one stream there, one stream there, then a little bit in November. I did a little bit. I just stopped playing. And then the first few months of 2026 will be the same, probably. Yeah, you can see here I did in March. In March I did 2 streams because the game had gone too far away from what I should. It's close enough now for me to log on and have fun though. How are you finding the player today, Haaland? Quite useless. He's fun to use because he's Haaland, but he's not actually good. You were salty? I'm not salty. What are you on about? This guy's trying to piss me off. I'm just trying to make him laugh back. Maybe he's 14. He most definitely is 14. By sending that message. Well done, he's 8. Oh, I actually don't know what my highest rank is. Since, like, in the last, like, 2 years, I don't know what my highest rank would be. It'd probably be, like, 2000 or something once. But I've never really pushed. Is there a way we can see, like, our historical ranks each phase or anything? No? Do we, like, get a badge for each phase? Well, I think we got new tiers on that match pass thing, didn't we? So we're getting spins on these. We got the red carpet rolled out. You're having so much fun with Haaland that I'm considering upgrading to his showtime to give him double touch. Well, look, if you're having fun with him, then that's good. I say this Haaland isn't good in the game, but he's never going to be good. It's just the way the game is. I don't think you're gonna get a much better Haaland card than this. Especially like, especially in it, like this is a cheap enough pack. So if honestly, Quasi, it's probably not a bad idea. And then Bellingham isn't bad, but I think he could have, if he had long reach tackle, I would have went with this pack. I think Konami were being annoying, not giving him a long range tackle. They knew how good he would be with long range tackle, and they said, "I can't give you that. You're not in a 100 player pack. Come on, why isn't this guy messaging me back?" Message me back. I want to talk. I want to chat shit. Let's do an audit on him. He's got 200 hours in the game and 100 hours in Fortnite. So he's definitely 14. Wait. JJ Fletcher, is that? I swear I know that guy. Is that one of you guys? He's in a game against one of you guys, I think. I swear that's username is one of you guys. Try to get your PSN banned. But I can just get him banned back. Nah, that was me saying 6-7 to him. I don't know, I just wanted him. He never replies to me. Look, 6-7. 6-7. He never replies to me. To be fair, I did leave him on delivered for 4 years there. He was trying to play some Warzone. During peak lockdown. The 1st of the 4th, 2020. That would have been like right when lockdown started. I was eating dinner, so hopefully he understands. Hopefully. What spin have we got here? Just saying we have a spin. Isn't it? I think it's that selection contract. I think I've met Rooney. I've definitely met the Man United team. So I'm already mugging him there. I don't know if I can't remember if Rooney was there or not though. I think if he was there, he was injured. But I remember Rio Ferdinand was very nice. Rio Ferdinand, because some of us were shy. I was shy. Like I didn't want to talk to any players. I was too shy. I remember Rio Ferdinand was like, he was like, he noticed the kids that were shy and was like trying to get them to come out of their shell. Like, ironic because he's a piece of shit human. I've actually read about that recently. That rumor about him cheating on his wife, his dying wife, is just completely bullshit, or not completely bullshit. I think what the truth is that he cheated on his wife, who then ended up getting cancer. It wasn't while she had cancer apparently. Ooh, fighting spirit. We'll take super sub off. I don't like taking him off the bench. Come on, give us penalty specialist. Like I'm the complete player though. Wait, pass again. Yeah, well let's see what crap you're sending me now, Luca. It's just I would never sub a classic 10 on. I feel like classic 10 is a playstyle you need the whole 90 minutes to work with. I feel like super subs are for like direct playstyles. To be fair though, Baggio is like stats wise a direct player. Like if you want to bring him on left wing, you can just run at the goal and get a shot off. He's such a good card. This guy. I wonder would we. Yeah, I seen Stargy the goalkeeper parry. It's weird, isn't it? It's funny. All right, boys. I need to go gym. I need to shower before I go. 'Cause I'm stinky. So I'll end the stream there. Maybe not live tomorrow because of the World Cup. What games tomorrow? It's Spain, Belgium at 8. Yeah, I'll probably be watching that, so I probably won't stream. Maybe tomorrow, maybe before though. Maybe like same time I stream today. We'll see. We'll have to see. And then if I stream on Saturday, I can, yeah, because England are playing at 10, so I can probably stream up to like 6 or something. That was an okay goal. It was an okay goal, yeah. It was an okay goal, Luke. There was absolutely zero reason to send it to me, though. Absolutely zero reason to send it to me. Alright, I'll see you. Ram versus Maldini. Purely defensively, go to Ram. If you want a bit of on the ball, Maldini's better. But why not both? Get both.